Hey everyone, this is Dan. In this quick video we'll be talking about lead magnets and how to generate leads and give them something in return that will actually attract them to leave their information. And we'll be looking into how to create your page and the whole automation flow, which will send an email where you can, well, the visitor can download the file or go to a specific page. So what is the main idea behind the lead generation with lead magnet is that you have some kind of a form or a quiz that generates the lead, collecting the information that you need from the user, and in return you can, for example, send them a file, let's say a PDF of a book or whatever, or send them to a specific page which may have let's say a video that is the lead magnet. So depending what is the idea. So now let's start with creating our page, form and our automation flow in just a few minutes. Alright, so let's build our lead magnet in the platform, in our website or funnel, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. In this case, we have here in our homepage this form. We can use this form obviously for capturing the lead, collecting whatever information we want, and then send them, let's say, a book in this example. But let's set up a page just to show you how simple it is. You can click on Add New, create a page, and select the design. You can start from scratch or you can, build it yourself. So whatever you wanna do. Let's just use one of the forms like this one, for example. Let's call it lead magnet and create it. Now we have here a form. We can delete the different parts that are not needed for us. Of course, you can create the page very big. You can add extra information. Whatever you want, you can customize. This is the form itself. You can double click and you can select what kind of fields you want to collect from this form that is important to you, like phone, email, or other properties available in the system. So these are all connected with the user in the CRM. You can create your own properties. You can have them to accept terms. For example, let's say that you'll be emailing them or whatever you want for your forms, and create whatever fields you like. Let's just leave it with this one. Let's say with just phone, name, and the checkbox for accepting terms, which again you can customize where they will lead, maybe an external page, maybe a pop-up showing the terms and conditions if you have such. So when you're ready, you can also go here into the settings of your form. Here you can change the button, let's say download now, let's say it's a book or whatever the file is. And the next important part is where to connect so you have to connect this form to the email marketing. So when somebody submits the form, they'll be sent an email with the file. So here we can create here we have already created a list, but you can create your own. Let's call it lead magnet file, for example, that you can see how simple it is to create a form, a list. So we can select this list, so whoever submits, they'll be added to the list. And we don't need to add double opt-in, because if they don't enter a valid email, obviously they will not receive the file. So they have to enter a valid email. And when you're ready, click on save, and that's it. Now our form is created. You can send people to this page and they can submit their information and get this file, whatever that is. So what we need to do is go to the email marketing and create your automation flow. So here you can go to automations, create an automation flow. We can call it, let's say, lead magnet file as a name, or whatever you want to call it. And there is the automation builder. So here we can add a trigger. This is the important part, where we select as a trigger whenever somebody is being added to a list. So when somebody is being added to this list, they will be added to the automation. And as a next step, we can just create our email, which will be sent to the user. So we can select an email. We can add this in a moment, and we can here select to start building our email. We can select the design. Here we have actually some templates for like notifications, very simple ones. Let's say this one, and here we can start customizing. It is important to Azure branding. If you don't have a logo, you can just type in your name, or just leave it without a header. That is also fine. Here we can change it to, let's say, download the book if it is a book. You can add some extra information. If you don't want, you can just delete this and create some spacing. At the bottom, it is important that you add your brand details, because you'll not be let to send emails if you don't have brand details. This is important for the spam acts, so you have to add at least your name from which you're as a brand you're sending. It has to match your domain as well, and location, like at least the city, the country where you're sending from. So this is important information for this spam acts and regulations. This, of course, you can add whatever sections you want inside the email. Feel free to do so. Maybe you want to add an image of the book, whatever that is. For example, if you want to do something more fun like this with the book on the side, you can just do it like that. And instead of this one, you can have it like this. But yeah, let's just leave it to have both, just to see how it looks. Here is download the book, let's say. And what you can do is link this button to in some cases you can link it to just a page that you created as a thank you page with the book itself. The downside of this type of a way is that people can just start sharing this URL and everybody can download it. Where if it is a file, you basically give the file to the user, and they of course they can share the file, but as a page maybe people can find it easier. So as a file, that's completely fine. You can select the file that you want to as a lead magnet. Now you can upload anything. It can be a PDF, an image, a zip, whatever it is. In this case we'll just select the image, and that's it. So we can, when you're ready with this whole design, you can just click on save. Now we have to add some title, subject for the email, and from who is this email being sent from. Let's go download the file, and let's send it from stan@zenvolley.com. We already verified this domain, so this is the next step. You can do it before that, actually. That would be great. So you can also turn on the automation, and that's it. That's all you need to do, is add a trigger and add the email that will be sent right after. You can have some kind of a delay if you want, but usually it has to be right away. And click on save. Now, like I said, it is very important that you need to connect to send emails, is to connect your domain to your email marketing. Otherwise you will not be able to send the emails. So you need to add your email from here, and you'll be added a CNAME and TXT records that you need to add to your domain in order to verify, so we can send that email from your behalf. So that's pretty much it. We already created our automation, and we can go and test out actually what has happened. So we can go to our lead magnet. Well, actually before that, on our homepage we also had this this form here. So you can do it from any page. It doesn't have to be that specific form. You can simply go to the settings here again, and you can also link that to the file list, because that is our trigger. So whoever also submits this form, they'll also be added to the list, and also will be sent the book, well, in this case some kind of a file. So you can do it anywhere. Let's go to the lead magnet, because we created this page. We can preview it and we can test it out. So here we can add our name, let's say Stan. Here we'll test out with this email, accept the terms and conditions, otherwise you will not be able to submit, and click on download. Here you can have whatever thank you page or message you want to show. We didn't show that, but you can customize it here. When you go into the settings, you can select whatever message you want. So you can say, please check your email to download the book, or again, whatever the file is, doesn't have to be a book, and they will receive that. Now we can check out also what happened with the email. We can go to our email client, and we can see when this book will be received. So I guess we can just wait a bit. Well, you can also see it here in the emails and automations. You can see whoever is being added to this whole process. So we can wait for the automation to be added. So yes, the person is now added to the automation. It just takes a few seconds for that to happen, and the email will be sent shortly to the user that was submitted. Alright, so we can now see that we have received our email just a few seconds after we submitted the information, and here we can see the email that is being sent from us, so a person can click on it and the file will open. So if it is a PDF, obviously it will be a PDF. If it's a zip, we'll be asked to download as well. So this is how simple it was to create your whole lead magnet campaign. So this is it basically. Create your forms, create your pages where you collect that information. Well, the lead magnet doesn't have to be connected with a form for the email marketing. You can generate the lead with a quiz, for example. It doesn't have to be just a boring form, you can say. You can have a whole quiz where you have quite a lot of information in step form, where you collect that leads information in more fun way, like in a quiz. You can check out our video on quizzes, but yes, you can ask more questions, have different steps, different questions in each step. And again, at the end, it is the same way. You just connect to an email marketing and yeah, send the email that way. We can create a different video, for example, based on the score that you can send different emails, but it is the same idea there, because all the difference is basically how you tag the user based on the score, for example. So you can have different scoring, and you can trigger, instead of list, to trigger that by tag. So whoever is being tagged with a specific tag to send a specific file, book, whatever that is, or go to a specific page, which the lead magnet doesn't have to be a file. You can send them somewhere. You can send them to watch a video. You can send them to do something else, and that can happen again through the email. They can be sent there, or directly by having a thank you page, which would then be the lead magnet, which would be, let's say, a video that they'll watch. But yeah, this is how simple it was to create a form, to connect it to your email marketing, automation, create automation flow, and receive an email with the specific file. So this way you have this now list with subscribers, and then you can use those lists to grow your brand, to promote different things, to sell to them different things, whatever you're trying and whatever the idea of the lead magnet is. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please thumbs up, smash the like button, subscribe for the channel for awesome videos coming every week, and let me know in the comments below what do you think of this way of lead magnets. Thank you, and talk to you in the next one.